Alright, the first rates markets are about to open and the first rates will just start kicking in any second now. I'll use my screen for reference purpose to get the first rate going. We're talking about Reliance. It's a flat start for Reliance. Yes Bank, down it goes, 11 rupees. It's threatening to become a two-digit stock now. ICICI Bank, it's recovering, but you know, 0.5% here, 0.5% there, that's not going to cut ice. IT is off the block to a good start. I'm simply looking at some of the top traded volume stocks right now, and in the volume front you've got Yes Bank locked another 10%, Vodafone India 2% higher, looks like some block deals happened there. Vodafone Idea is limping back, but you know, a percent here, a percent there on 8 rupee stock, it's hardly anything to go by. There is nothing big I can identify excepting you've got Future Consumer. Now watch out for Future Consumer. There is a big buzz going on about how the Reliance deal could really benefit a stock like Future Consumer. Tata Motors is off to a flat start, 1% higher. Is there anything interesting in percentage terms which I can identify? I'm scanning through anything interesting. You know, Tech Mahindra numbers came out, we've spoken about it, but now nothing which I can say with a lot of certainty could be the real stock mover of the time. I mean, these are early days. The breadth is well in our favor, 750 advances to 305 declines. But you got Dr. Path Lab, that's looking okay. Exchanges, yes, let's revisit them. BSE, MCX, in India Energy Exchange. These are some of the exchanges which did rather well yesterday. So let's look at it if the action continues, not for BSE. MCX is off to a great start. And then India Energy Exchange is also off to a good start. So these are some of the stocks which in a sense are off the block. Aisha?
Yeah, actually, you know, there is no big percentage move on either side. TechM, though, I would have to say is a star performer today, holding up 3%. But besides that, it's a pretty somber market that we've gotten off to. The breadth, yes, holding out. You've got IndusInd Bank, which is now climbing ahead of its numbers. Besides the numbers, there is a lot of talk in the market about that $500 million fundraise, which seems to be pretty much in the go for today's board meeting. Piramal Enterprises holding out, IDFC First holding out, Marico is seeing a positive earnings reaction there. M&M Finance is your other big mover today. On the flip side, there's Infratel after its numbers, that's down. Cipla is down, Voltas, BHCL, and United Spirits, which is also seeing an earnings reaction, that's down by about 2% as we speak. Nestle also slated to come out with its earnings today, so I just want to quickly check in on that, and Abuja as well, as to what they're doing ahead of their numbers, while you've got IndusInd Bank hold out very smartly. Nestle will just come off for you on your screens. And Yes Bank also is, by the way, slated to come out with its earnings. That, of course, is locked down in circuit. United Spirits, they had an exceptional loss of 75 odd crore rupees. Clearly, the lockdown hit the revenues by a solid 47%. So, United Spirits is lower in trade today. Bharti Infratel, the profits rose lower. Rental revenue, those were some of the factors which were at play. And yeah, besides that, it's an okay market. There are no big movers on either side, Nikunj.
Okay, I mean, okay is the word here. As long as we don't see a very sharpish kind of a reversal, let's see. I mean, the point you could also ask yourself is that for traders who are work-at-home traders, the so-called new breed, which has taken a birth after the corona crisis, I mean, they are purely for price performance. Equities price performance has been strong, but looking at gold and silver, where the comfort level for Indians is naturally higher, will they be tempted to go back to gold and silver purely because of the momentum? Silver prices in last 1 week have gone from 55,000 rupees a kg to 65,000 rupees a kg. I mean, 10,000 rupees is what silver has added. Gold prices were north of 40,000. Now they are closing towards 60,000, at least in India. So look at the change which is precious metals are also reporting. So CK, for the day, what is the trade?
Well, I think market open is pretty serene, but you know, a couple of IT names, particularly Tech Mahindra, I think has really taken charge right from the open. Other than that, you're finding you know, pretty docile names, Tata Motors, Mahindra. I don't think these really count towards making for a trend. The losers are also not very aggressive, because you you're actually finding that the worst loser, which was McDowell, is about less than 2% down. So the market continues to wear a bullish bias. That is undeniable, because despite poor numbers or maybe no market beat, maybe in line, there is no inclination to sell. That is number one. Number two is that the breadth on a close to close basis is very positive, but post open also, if you take and measure the breadth, you will find that the profit taking has been quite limited, meaning that there were not too much of BTST positions which were there in the market to send it down. So I think the market should settle down very quickly, and then the real trend of the day should emerge. The bullish bias continues, and I would remain bullish on maybe the technology names. So those are the areas to look at. Bank Nifty is not going down today. Good support from most of the names. State Bank, ICICI Bank, they are not really up and about, but all of them are in the green. So Bank Nifty not going down ought to be a sell for the Nifty itself. Hindustan Lever, Reliance being up should help Nifty to stage a recovery and start moving higher.